began to, I listened to different meditation tapes, and one of them struck me. And as I looked at it, and I'm going to put this down. As I looked at it and listened to it, I said, this is nice. It involves a bunch of different things. But then the closer I looked at it and heard it, I said, this sounds like grief. But one thing I noticed is hurt and grief can be like the loss of someone. Hurt and anger is like the loss of someone if you truly think about it. It could be somebody close to you. It's kind of, in a sense, you get hurt, and then, okay, do you ask yourself, okay, I got hurt. Well, at first, you experience anger. I'm angry because I got hurt. Why did I get hurt? What's actually going on? I acknowledge that. The next thing, I would start to worry. Why did that happen? What is it trying to teach me? What did I do? Next thing, sadness. It happened to me. Why did it happen to me? And as I said, and I think about these different topics, what am I going to do about it? Am I just going to let it be? Am I just going to let it infest my person, my energy, the surroundings? No. So what I have to do is I have to figure ways of, one, easing my anxiety. The next thing, well, how am I going to ease my anxiety? I need to get rid of this grief. I need to get rid of this hurt. So I'm going to do that in steps. Once I understand that I have to ease my anxiety, I have to soothe myself. I have to soothe myself for the hurt that I went through. And then I have to shift the moment from pain to joy. Everybody's probably looking at me saying, what is she talking about? There are many ways, by understanding each of these stages, we begin to understand ourselves and how it affects each and every one of us. What do we do to help ourselves? How will we grow from this experience? How can we teach others around us to be free of the feelings and the things that trouble us? To be in the now, not jump ahead of what is in front of us. You spoke of that. You spoke of death. You spoke of the change of the seasons. And as it was said last week, fall is when everything is going to go to sleep. And as it goes to sleep, it begins to heal. And when it comes back in the spring, it is healed itself. Some may make it, some may not, but it's the way it has been. Now I want to talk about, once we spoke of all these different stages of grief. Does anybody have, I'm going to open it up to the floor. Does anybody have any questions about what I said on the stages of grief? Okay. The one thing I'm going to work on today is releasing the past. We carry around, because we're in that fall season, we carry around a lot of baggage, a lot of things that have troubled us. When I spoke of the different stages of grief, if we address them systematically, we're going to end up getting rid of them. So, let's go into I want you all to take a breath, and I want you to sit relaxed. What we're going to do is, over time, we have collected baggage of sorts. And I don't know if you ever noticed, but you ever notice that your shoulders just don't feel right? And it's like, oh, I'm just lugging this around. What am I going to do with it? Well, that is baggage that you have taken on. We are energy. We are energy in many different forms, at different degrees. A table is a lower, right? A lower energy, so we see it. And when we go to the higher energy, we don't see it, we feel it. But we have to trust to feel it. So, because we know everything we're dealing with is a bit of energy, we know that this backpack and this bag we have on our back is energy. Now, it is our choice. Do we want to keep this or do we want to get rid of it? The next thing we'll ask, how are we going to get rid of it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a small meditation and we're going to begin to discard. The one best thing to do is to break it down in steps. We're going to discard one thing at a time. But when you catch the rhythm of it, you could go back in there and begin to discard. If you choose to discard the big bag, I'll send you energy towards it to get rid of it. But sometimes it takes a step at a time to begin to get rid of things. Because a lot of times when we understand what we're dealing with and we see it for what it is, I say, no, it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to affect me. I allowed it to affect me. So let everybody take a deep breath. Let's relax. Another deep breath in. Breathe out. Now, the next breath, I want you to see little lights coming in. Bright white lights. They're going to start at the top and they're going to work their way through your body. And as they go through your body, they're scanning. And as they're scanning, they come across a dark area. I want you to breathe out. I want you to breathe in more love and light. And as this love and light transcends in you, as it comes into you and it goes around, it begins to gravitate to the dark area and surround it. And as it surrounds it, the bright light dissipates farther throughout you. We're going to breathe out. And as we breathe out, a little bit of that dark area starts to break away. And we breathe it out and toss it away. Now, take another breath. Allow all the love and the power, the energy and the brightness to enter you. And as you clear yourself of all this darkness inside of you, you see it, you acknowledge it, and then you breathe out and release it. Now that we've cleared out some of the negativity in us, we begin to sit in this powerful light, this love, this joy. Now, as we sit in our joy, and we did begin to get rid of one thing, as you sit in your energy and you breathe it in, if you see other things, focus on them. Allow them to be surrounded by love and the energy. And as you breathe out, watch it go away. This is our new beginning. This is a road where we've begun to clear out what troubles us. And we start with a clean slate so that we can go forward. As we breathe in and out, I'm going to bring you back. I want you to begin to acknowledge your seat. and begin to come back. Now that we've released, it is time. It is our time. If you notice, being at peace is probably the greatest strength that we have. Being with love and light is powerful. It is the one thing we have that can address things that are troubling us. One of the other things I learned during the course is that gratitude in all forms is amazing. So what I'm going to share with you today are some of the gratitudes that I've given. When I cleanse myself and I release, I become grateful for the things that I'm giving. First one, I am grateful for the breath I breathe, the touch of angels, spirits, and the energy transfer to me and through me and around me. I'm also grateful for the answers to things that trouble me, the dreams with pictures, the showing me how to trust and let go, for images of solutions showing truth and the belief in myself, for joy in my heart, the flow of energy, the confidence in self, the knowledge all is possible, the ability to see good in all. My future unfolds with happiness and joy. Grateful for the continued teachings, gift of love, messages, goodness, and knowledge and guidance. I will tell you, I am above and beyond no one. I am immune to flattery and criticism. I will be fearless in any situation that comes my way. My list can go on and on, but one of the things is as you begin to show your gratitude for some of the simplest things, like a bird, like a flower, you're going to find that your gratitude will grow. One thing I do is I meditate a lot, and I also like to look at the inspirational sayings. Some of them include, my awareness opens the door to new possibilities. My life is a dynamic because I accept change. I deserve a life without limitations. When I relate to another, both of us will gain communication, patience, comprehension, and discussion, clarity. I create a space around me that is open and appreciated. I trust that creativity can solve any problem. Abundance flows freely through my inner peace, and it calms me and centers me. Great health that guides me on my body, needs the ability to relax. Okay, I'm going to have to step back. Spirit is going wild here. Long story short, usually my talks are short and sweet, but I was impressed to share with you how the things that we do, the things that we believe, how we affect our energy. I had a friend come over, and she came into the house. She's a wonderful, wonderful person at heart. And she believes in spiritualism. And she came in, and I asked her a bunch of different questions, and she says, I'm in this situation. And the one thing that I'm reminded of when I first started in spiritualism. And when I first started, I didn't know how to clear my own fields. Sit with my own energy. Begin to trust in myself. Begin to trust in the energy that is coming my way. I shared these with you. Everybody will get something different on them. I share them with love. I share them with many blessings, and I hope that you did get something from this talk. Anybody have any questions for me?